tonight we got Alex Coria tonight. He fights November 3rd, Fury FC. Start time's 2:30, but my man's on the main card. He's like third to last fight, so it'll be a little while. So you gotta make sure you guys check that out. Like I said, that'll be on the UFC Fight Pass prelims on YouTube. So appreciate you stopping by, looking sweaty. So glad you could take a minute out of the day for us, man. It's much appreciated.
Thank you for having me on, man.
Oh yeah, sure. No problem. So we'll get started here. Where do you call? Where were you born and raised?
I was born in Morristown, Tennessee. And I was actually raised here in Houston, Texas, since I was about 8 years old, nice. 7 or 8 years old.
Cool. We talked to a lot of guys from Texas, I guess. I guess Orange's got a bunch of some Texas guys down there on his side.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
I like it. Yeah, I know I challenged, who was it, to a bull riding match last time?
Oh, CJ.
Yeah, CJ. I challenged CJ Vergara to a bull riding match. But
that'd be dope. Like an actual bull or like the mechanical bull?
No, a real bull. His buddy has like a bull ranch or something. Yeah. All for a brisket dinner. That's what the bet is.
Yeah.
So no, cool. So you're fight November 3rd here. What led you into MMA originally? Were you in like wrestling in high school? Did you do any sports, or what kind of got you into it?
Originally, I mean, I was playing soccer till about like 12 or 13, and I just really didn't really love it. It wasn't really something I looked to doing in the future, but really like getting bullied and being the smaller guy all the time, being pushed around by just everyone that's bigger than me, really, because I was a pretty small guy.
Yeah.
That's really what led me into it,
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. So what year did you start? How old were you when you got like 13, 14? Like right when you got done with soccer?
Yeah, about 13 years old.
Now, did you start out like MMA, or did you pick a specific style? Did you do jiu-jitsu, karate, or did you just go MMA right away?
I went MMA right away. I started at Precision MMA, or I did like a kids class when I was a little bit younger, obviously. I did a kids class just to try it out. It was full MMA, jiu-jitsu, striking, and I just really, really liked it because I was picking up on it so easily, and it just felt so natural to me. I really loved it. So from that day forward, I knew that that's what I wanted to do.
Now, did you ever get any payback on them fucking bullies after you learned how to throw hands a little bit?
So some in high school when I had to, and then
that's what's up.
Some people would, yeah, and sometime recently here in Louisiana, like a couple years ago, some guys were trying to fuck with us. Had to fuck them up.
There we go.
Had to get out of there quick too.
That's it, man. You never know who you're picking on, dude. I always look for ears. I always look at the ears, and I'm like, no, I'm not fucking with that guy, and I walk away.
Oh, yeah.
But no, that's cool. That's cool. So, do you have any in the early start of it? What was one of the things that kept you motivated through like the adversity of maybe facing a loss or those tough times in the gym? What mentally kept you going through those hard times?
Really, really, my coaches and pretty much my coaches. Like they're saying like it's not the end. All the guys at the top have losses, and they've had to face that and like a man, and take that L, and just have to keep moving forward and keep trying to get better and improve every day. Because if you just quit and like you disappear for a couple of years, like you just fall off, and you're not going to catch back up to the guys that have consistently kept going through hard times. I've taken L's inside the gym and outside the gym, and regardless of whatever happened, I had to keep showing up and push myself forward.
No, that's right. Okay. Now, they say you learn more from your losses than your wins. What's one of the biggest things you've learned from one of those losses, whether it was in the cage, in a street fight, in the gym, outside, like wherever? What was the biggest thing you think you've learned so far from one of those losses?
I would say take advantage of the time that you have. Life is super, super short. I've lost a few friends over the years since high school, even when I was younger, just people I looked up to. I've lost them in life, and life is short, and you got to take advantage of every second you have. So I try to push myself every second here in the gym, and eventually this is going to pay off. I'm gonna have the fruits of my labor, and it's going to be great.
Nice. You were speaking of looking up to people. Is there any MMA fighters that you specifically looked up to during the early start of your career? Maybe when you were like just starting out at 13, 14, did you watch, I don't know, you're kind of younger, so I don't know if you watched any Pride fighting, UFC, like Valley Tudo. I don't know how deep you dived into like fighting, but is there any fighter specifically that like maybe drew you in a little more?
Daniel Pineda, Derek Lewis, a lot of the Houston guys, because when I finished at Precision MMA from that one kids class, I had one of my best friends, Jonathan Davis. He's also a fighter. He told me about 4-Ounce Fight Club, and that's where everyone really was. Bob Perez was the head coach. They had Daniel Pineda, Derek Lewis, and they've had a lot of regional guys in the area that were mainly coming to 4-Ounce. So I would say Daniel Pineda for sure. He's a dog inside the cage and outside the cage. I really look up to that guy, and he's done a lot for me as well. He's taken care of me. Sometimes I wasn't able to pay gym dues, and he took care of that for me, and stuck by his side this whole time. And I continue to look up to him even through this retirement fight that he just had. But yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Really well.
All it takes really is one guy in your corner to help you out.
For sure.
Sometimes that's the stepping stone you need to get to the next level, and that's cool that you have that.
Yeah.
Now stepping into the gym with those guys, do you remember your like holy fuck welcome to MMA moment? Like you got fucking rocked or something? You're like, holy shit, I've never been hit that hard in my life. What the hell was that?
Yeah.
Do you have one of those, whether it was in the gym, in the ring, or anything like that?
Nothing like too crazy. When I was younger, they kind of took care of me. But I think there was one time one of my best friends, Jordan Carmona, he used to fight when I was younger as well. He's out working right now, but I was probably like 14 or 15. He rocked me nasty. He dropped me to the ground, and like I stood up. He tells me this story every day. He's like, you stood back up, tears rolling down your face, and you just kept going. You didn't even care at that point. You knew you wanted it. But that was really like one of those moments where I was like, man, do I really want this or do I not want it?
Yeah. Now, before you get into any fights, like before your fights, like say like week maybe training camp, is there any superstitions or any routines? Maybe something you eat regularly before or after a fight, or maybe we've had guys mention they watch certain movies leading up to fights. Is there anything like that you may do?
I love watching like Mike Tyson highlights, reels like that.
Okay.
They're just guys that are like super destructive when they're in the cage. Like Douglas Lima, super destructive. Mike Tyson, just hard hitters. Like that's kind of like what really motivates me, and just like motivational speeches by those guys. That's really what gets my emotions going, and it just makes me want to push harder.
Nice. Now, do you do anything? Do you do any yoga, or do you do any like meditation besides like in the gym combat to like kind of do the other side to like relax and be like one with yourself, I guess, or anything like that?
Usually towards the end of my training sessions, I'll take about 20 or 30 minutes to just kind of work out on my own. And then I'll stretch for about 15 minutes and just work on my breathing, try to calm myself down, and just visualize the fight as much as I can.
Okay.
See what I can get and see what I can't get. That's usually what I do, is just kind of take some time towards myself. And also I do that before my fights. Like I'll just get away from everyone. Like I don't want to talk to anyone. Just let me calm down, get my heart rate back down, and try to focus in.
Nice.
Right.
Now, early preview. Do you know your walkout song?
Yeah.
One more time.
Do you know your walkout song for your fight?
It's gonna be one hell of a one hell of a life by Young Dolph.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Now, is it when you pick your walkout song, is it something that you're just feeling that week of camp, or is it just like you just pick a song, or how do you go about picking your walkout song?
Man, really, sometimes that feels like the hardest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just trying to pick a song. You play so many songs. You play a song over and over and over on your way to work, on your way back from work.
Yeah.
That sometimes it's hard, but this one, I kind of heard this one. I was like, oh yeah, this is the one I wanted.
Gotcha.
Now, if you could have a dream fight, and we'll just name a past fighter so we're not creating no beefs or nothing on your end. If you could take any retired fighter, who would you want to match up against?
Retired fighter. Probably. Is TJ Dillashaw retired?
He should be. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
Probably like a TJ Dillashaw or a Henry Cejudo, something like that.
Good. I hate fucking both those dudes.
for
Well,
sure.
That's great picks, man. Great
Absolutely.
Picks. So we're gonna switch over from MMA questions. We're gonna hit you with some just kind of some random ass questions to see where your head's at. So yeah, just shoot from the hip and we'll see what we get from you here.
For sure. If you could fight any fictional character, who would it be?
Fictional character? Maybe like Rock Lee from Naruto.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Favorite breakfast cereal?
Favorite? Oh,
You name
Reese's.
a couple. Sorry, what was
Reese's Puffs.
Yeah.
Probably Reese's Puffs, number one. That's like,
That's it
that's
right
why.
there.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Oh, okay. Burgers or tacos?
Damn. Man, I love my tacos, but man, I'm probably gonna have to go with burgers with jalapenos on it or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you could go back in time or forward in time, where would you go and what time?
I'd probably go back in time, probably to like the Roman Empire times, like just war. I
Okay.
think I'd want to go back to some time like that, be a warrior or something like that.
Hell yeah, just battle. Like battling. I like
That'd
it.
be cool to fucking see.
For sure.
If you could pick any country or any place to have a fight, where would you want to fight in the world? Is there anywhere special?
That's a good one.
Man,
Japan. We get a lot. We get Japan or Brazil. That's usually
Yeah.
the two that we get.
Japan or Thailand. I would do Thailand as well. Thailand would be pretty dope.
Would you go in there and go into one of them like back end fucking Muay Thai things? And would you want to participate in that shit?
I think I would.
I would.
think I would try.
That'd be cool to go to, man. They get intense. They get like it's almost
Oh,
like a
for sure.
soccer match.
Yeah,
They got like
dude.
horns and fucking screaming. It's cool. I like that shit.
Yeah.
Is there any at night? You into like when you watch TV? Do you watch TV, movies, documentaries? What are you into?
Video games, probably just
Video games.
Burn my time
Nice. That was my next question. What are your favorite video games?
Rust. Man, Call of Duty's sucking right now.
Okay.
I've been trying to find some PC games, but I've been playing poker and Rust and Call of Duty.
Okay.
What about old school? Like, oh shit, when you were younger, what'd you grow up playing? Because you're what, 25, 26 years old?
26. Man, I played like a lot of Spyro, Jack and Daxter.
Okay. Yeah.
What else? Man, I did. There was like another vampire game that I'd play. I forgot the name of it. Something like that.
Did you play the new Call of Duty? It came out today. Did you try it out yet, or you been busy?
No, I played a little bit. I played a little bit of zombies, a little bit of multiplayer. Kind of feel washed. I don't know.
Yeah, dude. There's so many young kids on there. I hopped on multiplayer today for a little bit, and I was like 2 and like 13. I'm like, fuck, man, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But I noticed you. So you had Young Dolph. You're apparently into hip hop a little bit. You into rock, like country, or is it just mainly hip hop?
Oh man, I like everything. I like soul music. I like classic rock. I like
Hell yeah.
hip hop, R&B. I like everything really. I'm not
Nice.
a person. Yeah,
Yeah. Good
I've
music
been
is
in-
good music.
music is good music, and I've worked in a bunch of shops, car shops. I worked on top of cell phone towers. I work in a machine shop now, man. They shuffle through a bunch of stuff, but even songs that I've never heard before, I freaking soul music. That's what I've been really getting into with some of my coworkers.
Hell
So,
yeah.
You just said you worked on cell phone towers. You one of them crazy fucks that climbed up there and like replaced a light bulb?
Not the light bulbs. We were doing cell phone antennas like for Verizon.
Okay.
Yeah, those ones aren't that tall. I don't
Nah,
think.
I mean, so I didn't know if
Yeah.
you're climbing up and replacing like a light bulb or
No, that
something.
shit's scary, dude.
I'm like, that's some wild
That's like
shit.
1,000,
Yeah. Fuck
1,000,
that.
2,000 feet.
You're
We
like
were
a
up like
mile.
maybe,
Yeah.
we were up 300 or 400 feet probably.
Yeah,
at
that's still
the max.
scary, but
Fuck yeah.
it's different.
Yeah. Other than the machine shop you're at right now, because we don't want to throw no shade at them. What's been like your worst job so far?
Well, there was a car shop that I used to work at, man. I was probably like, I think it was like 17 or 18. They just talked to me like shit. They would freaking talk to you like dogs. They'd be like, man, go get this, go get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the way they talk to you is just, I had military guys come through there, super nice guys, very respectful. They're like, man, no one ever should be talked to like that. And I don't want to say the name, but this place, man, the manager's there.
That
Something different.
sucks.
Mm.
So late night, I don't know if you're a stoner or not. We smoke a bunch of weed here in the BSSB podcast.
Yeah.
which is blunt smoker smoke blunts. So we love our munchies. What's your late night munch you go to, my man, when you're out at camp and you can indulge in some shit? What do you get at the gas station at night?
Yeah.
Man, I really like the gummy candy with like the chamoy on it. You know what the chamoy is? It's like this Mexican spice candy on top of it.
Oh, I
shit,
understand. It has that powder or something on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man, I love that.
people
I've
do
never
that.
had that, but yeah.
I've never had it, but I know what it is. I'm not a spicy guy, so I would probably fare away from those. What's your go-to drink? You a soda guy?
Man, I love soda. That's probably the worst thing ever. Every time after camp, man, I'll drink one. I'm like, man, this tastes disgusting. And then I'll probably have a couple more. I'll be like, all right, this isn't so bad.
Yeah.
But I probably like soda, Coke.
Coke. All right.
Okay.
What's do you have a meal that you look forward to after camp that you're like, oh man, I can't wait to fuck up like Jimmy's Pizza down the road or something? Is there something that you're always craving for after camp?
Well, I'm gonna go for some Pluckers. Some
chicken.
It's like a wing. It's like a wing place.
Okay.
They have some huge tenders. I'm gonna get some stuff like that.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Nice.
Fuck yeah. Now, after I know you got a long way from this, but after MMA, would you go into coaching, or what do you think like a profession is after this?
Man, that's a question, or that's probably like an answer I don't really have. You know.
Yeah, it's
right
a long
now
ways away.
Yeah, it's a long ways away. I'm working on my associates at the moment. I'll probably still end up coaching a little bit, even my own kids. You know, I think I want to get my kids into this as well. I don't have any kids yet, but once I do have a family, I think I do want to coach, coach my kids, or either coach a program, stay at the gym that I'm at right now.
Hell yeah! Now, growing up, did you? I know you said you had brothers and sisters. You had brothers, right? Did you got?
I had an older sister.
Did you? Oh, you had an older sister.
Yeah.
Is she?
Oh, we threw down.
I was just gonna ask. I'm like, who was tougher here? When did you finally beat your? Like, she probably whipped your ass for a long time. I bet.
Long time. She was always bigger than me up until I was about 13. But yeah, we would go at it. We'd beat the hell out of each other.
Oh yeah. Now, from childhood, is there a certain meal or something that you miss, like food wise, like growing up, that like maybe a grandma made or something like that, or like school lunch? I miss a school lunch, turkey gravy over biscuits. I miss that school lunch.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my grandma, she would make chicken and dumplings when I was over at her house. She'd make it by hand.
Hell yeah.
And I loved that. That's what I wanted, yeah.
Nice.
That's probably what I miss the most.
Fuck yeah. If you could right now walk out your front door and there's any car, dream car, sitting in your driveway, what car is that?
A 1998 Toyota Supra.
Oh, okay. So you're like a Fast and Furious guy, huh?
Yeah.
You like them little...
No, I don't want all the flashy stuff. I want it all blacked out. Man.
Oh, just blacked out?
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool. We got a couple cool Supras that drive around our area. They're pretty fucking sweet. They're expensive ass cars.
Yeah.
I like those. No, but we'll finish up here soon. We'll switch back to a little bit of MMA real quick. But what do you think sets you apart from other fighters in your division?
I would say my commitment to this sport. You know, so some people, you know, like they don't have to work and they get to train twice a day, and you know they kind of half-ass it because, you know, just because they can, you know. They can train twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. I mean, I don't have that luxury. I got to pay for my own stuff. I have to make sure my vehicle's paid for, my rent's paid for. I work from 4 a.m. to about 3 or 4 p.m. And then I leave work, get to training at 5 p.m. and then don't leave till about 9:30. Wow. So I would say my commitment to the sport, yeah.
Damn, man. Hell of a man right there to commit to that kind of stuff and commit and keep it up. So hats off to you. If you could leave whoever's watching this with one message, what do you think it would be?
I would say chase your dreams and don't worry about what anyone else says. You know, all the naysayers or the people that could not do this or anything in life, you know, it doesn't even have to be fighting. Just continue to do what you do. Stay committed. You know, keep those people that are negative out of the way and keep going. You know, you might lose some relationships. You might lose some friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever it is that you're into.
Yeah.
That you only get one life. Like I said earlier, you only get one chance to do this, and you got to take full advantage of it. I don't want to be on my deathbed regretting decisions that I didn't go through with.
Yeah.
No,
For sure.
That is true. So, yeah, make sure you guys check him out. Once again, November 3rd, UFC Fight Pass, 2:30 is the start of the card. He'll probably be a little bit later. He's third from the end on the main card, but that's Fury Championships 98, I believe. So check that shit out this November 3rd. So once again, I appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, man.
And I'll have to get a hold of you again, and we'll kick some zombies' ass, dude, on some Call of Duty.
I'm down. We can play tonight, man. We can play tonight for sure.
All right, my man. Well, I'll hit you up on the DMs. Have yourself a good evening, man. And have a good rest of the week with camp, and stay strong, man.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Yep. Later, bro.